Hi guys, and welcome to season 2 of Integral's podcast. I've got myself, Tiffany, as Evilteenietiff on the forums, and we also have our other administrator, Eden,
And not speaking is pi.
because she wants to be silent. Okay, first up, we're going to say what's new with Integral. We've got a new forum layout. Eden, would you like to get the ball rolling on that one?
Seeing how as we disbanded the R1 section of the forums, we went ahead and changed all the things to make it all geared towards the World R2. And with that being, we also changed up the game guidebook. We removed the quest shop now into a more streamlined, integral looking type of event. And now we're leaning more towards what you see in the video games on .hack GU, where you're on Ultimate Mine OS. You're going to have the world, you're going to have Crimson Versus, the rumor boards, the real life boards, and whatnot. Tiff?
And don't forget those fancy NPCs. Oh, we've also got a fair amount of sprites coming up now, don't we? They seem to be
We're
the most popular part on the board, I think. Our
making a
avatars.
comeback on the way that we display the sprites. Sprites are now more dynamic. You can actually navigate easier than you ever had before with all the images and all the tutorials on how to use the system, and with all the thumbnails catching what you're going to find in each form. We did something similar in the past, but you really didn't understand what you were clicking on, where you're going, and how to buy the items. So hopefully now we've remedied that situation.
It's big, bright, and shiny, folks. So shiny.
That, and we're also seeing a lot more of the old sprites making a comeback and making a lot more eventful on how you can obtain these sprites, making them rarer, shorter quantities, longer posts in order to get more points.
So how does the point system work exactly? Do you get 1 point per post, or is it the longer the post is, the
It's
more the
pretty
points?
cheesy right now. Obviously, yeah, it's 1 point per post, but eventually we're going to make it even more difficult, so where we're going to have events where you can get free sprites without having to make any purchases. So obviously, don't count on making short posts all the time. We're going to have to put some thought into these events.
We've single cast couple of the avatars now. Who do you think's what we could call the couple of the best dressed avatars running around the forum right now? And don't say yourself.
Well, me personally, I have to say the people who made the front page on the having their sprites immortalized there. Obviously, Pies always has the most creative one drawn, in my opinion. But always, people are getting real creative on where they put the images, how they place it, and what layers they're going to go with.
Okay, yeah, just looking through a couple of the images we have on there, we've got, Rigo. She's got one of the only people I believe with pointed ears at the moment. And we've got a few wings. Used to be a rare commodity, but I'm seeing them pop up a lot more lately too.
Especially now with the events that we're throwing out there, where you can participate and draw several NPCs, and you have a chance to win the biggest, brightest white wings you can get.
I'll be going for those ones, I believe. Well, I'm going to be entering the competition anyway. So hopefully, all you people out there, you better enter the competition as well. There are, I believe, 5 up for grabs. Is it
For
5
now, yeah, but
for now?
who knows? In the future, we might have this again. And not only that, there is a deadline.
Oh yes, there is. Okay, we're going to moving on from sprites. Let's put on to our next subject, which my page just went boom, so I'm just looking that up at the moment. Sprite team. If you want to join up with Integral and Sprite team, you're good at drawing or anything, definitely hit one of us up and we can get you on board. Boardy, boardy, board.
It's not that hard to apply. All you gotta do is send me an email or a private message saying that you are interested in the job. And of course, we're going to have the administrators evaluate each person on a person scenario. One, did you meet the qualifications to even apply? I mean, we do have a post requirement. We don't want just new people who haven't learned the site just to apply. We want people who know who we are, what we do, and know how to get around, so that way we know they won't have any difficulty staying around with us. But then after you get applied, I mean, the job itself is pretty straightforward. All you have to do is look and see what needs to be done and work with the admins, especially Pi here, who will give you the directions on what is needed and what is the criteria we're looking for, and to see some samples on how to do
That's
it.
a little bit pie. It's just a bit creepy having you sitting here on the podcast and not saying a word. I feel so sorry for the people listening in.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ah, see, there we go. She has spoken.
Well, my name is Pi. I used to be part of the Sprite team. I don't even know what I am, but I still help out with the
Part-time admin.
sprites. Yeah, that thing.
Got full-time admins and part-time admins.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna move on from the sprites again. We're gonna say integrability isn't just about role playing and sprites or that. We've also got a Minecraft server. Minecraft is actually one of the really most popular games at the moment, and I haven't
One of
actually.
the most addicting games you can play.
It is. When I first looked at Minecraft, I was like, "What the hell is this stuff?" And then I started playing it, and next thing I know, it was daylight, and I hadn't slept at all.
A Minecraft minute literally translates to 2 hours.
Oh yes, yes it does. So I haven't actually been on our Minecraft server all that much. Do either one of you two want to discuss the magical joys of your Minecraft server?
Well, right now we have a lot of random people playing. People from Integral, obviously. Um, I posted it on my Insidious account over on Facebook, which is more outside of .hack. So we had a couple of people appear from there, and then supposedly our servers listed on the server realms, and I've had a couple of people who just popped in to see what's up. Um, those that do play regularly are obviously the Integrians, and they have really outdone themselves. I mean, you got to see some of the stuff that some of the people have made. I know Snowfox, he has a lot of time on his hands, and the stuff he's created was pretty phenomenal. FBA, on the other hand, who also plays, she built, if you've ever seen Aladdin, she built the Castle Agrabah right there in the middle of the desert. It's very huge, and if you don't believe me, look at the screenshots on the forum.
Oh, I've seen they're pretty amazing.
And then me, unfortunately, I don't have as much time as I like to put into Minecraft as I know. Once I spend 1 minute, it's already 5 hours. But otherwise, I've built a couple of crazy things, such as a giant Enderman statue as soon as you walk
Those
into the
things are
game.
horrible. They're horrible.
And I was thinking about adding, every monster at the starting point, so that way you'd be surprised, and when you walk around, look around, he's like, "Holy crap, it's giant statues!"
Do you know what I'd find really amusing? If an
What's
Enderman,
up?
if Enderman started taking apart your Enderman statue.
Surprisingly, they haven't. I mean, we've logged in, looked at the feet of the giant Enderman statue, and no pieces are ever missing.
I think they know the statue's about them, so I think they might leave it there.
They worship it.
They do. You log back in one day and it'll just be like surrounded by what do you call it? Redstone torches with a little tiny shrine.
No, I think one day I'll log in and they'll build their own out of the sand and dirt, make themselves a little army of giant Endermen.
Oh yeah. So what else is happening in the world of integrability? We can go on about the legacies of the site with reminiscence and redemption.
For those who don't know, we did have a couple of sites that basically show the origins of Integral. Obviously now we call it Integrability, but beforehand it was Integral. Before that was .hack Integral. Before that was Endless Blue and Azure Echoes and the World RP. But not many people know, all the crazy little things that, the creators, myself, Rigo, Sazabi, Naminé, and all of us that we've all built in the past. And what Redemption was is a tribute to all the things that we all made growing up, which basically led to integrability today.
And that makes me feel old. I've been around for a long time.
I know, right? It's literally been over 10 years now.
That's
It
funny.
didn't feel like that.
How long has the internet been around for? It started flaring up around what was it
It
about 2001?
boomed in the late 90s.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I've gone to communities, Lunar in particularly, which game started in '93, and the forums were based on Lunar, the video game, in '97, and I still go to them today.
Wow. So Integral's been around almost as long as the Integral and Integrability's been around for a fair chunk of the internet's life.
That's how fast media moves these days.
Yeah, that's insane thinking about that actually. And I've just got a message here from Pi, which I'm going to read out, much to her horror. She decides that Eden suddenly sounds very old. How do you feel about that, Eden?
You're as old as you feel.
And do you feel old or young?
Pretty don't really rate myself on age. I mean, what is an age? But moving on, we do have a couple other projects going on. With Integrability, we have some events popping out recently. Tiffany and I had discovered a way to allow users to get new sprites without you having to go in and purchase them, basically awarding people sprites for the first time, which we've never seen in the past. Um, we do have an event for drawing different NPCs where you can win the wings, and today was the first time where we had an event where we had a trivia based on .hack over Skype, and if you can log into the website, go to the event section, you'll see the users participating in this event and the recording that I have here. And so
Who
far
won
we have
this
one
event?
winner. It was one of our moderators, believe it or not, self-lit classes. I kind of did throw out a lot of Ovan questions, which obviously, if you don't know the meaning of her name, self-lit glasses, Ovan's very own glasses do light up.
Ah, that's what
So,
that would explain the signature I saw of hers. I thought that was a really funny signature, but I never bothered to
so
question it.
she got all those questions right. I mean, even the one about what colors Ovan's real eyes.
Are they blue?
Yeah, light blue.
Oh yeah!
She
Random
even said light
guess.
blue.
Random guess. Oh yeah.
So she was fortunate to win the Tron-looking avatar sprites. Hers, in particular, with the female, was kind of a blend between, I guess, Tron, a little bit of the opening girl from Dot Hack Sign, and the lights were kind of modeled after the. Her name was Eri or Emmy from Dot Hack Quantum, and you have Pi to thank for that one.
Excellent job there, Pi. Say thank you. Speak. She's writing thank you, and she's not speaking, so
Close enough.
she's close enough. She's questioning herself and her perception of reality.
Well, we're just about out of time here.
Yep, so, and we pretty much just about run out of stuff to talk about for this podcast. It was a bit of a higgledy diggledy
Do
shamboozle of a thing. More so us getting our heads around podcasts again, I believe.
yeah, hopefully we can start doing these again more often.
Oh dear, and Navina said something, but I can't read it, so I think she's gonna have to actually say it before we go.
Okay, that was mean.
Oh yes, it
Well,
was.
okay, well, don't forget to get a monthly avatar. It's limited outfits. It only comes up once every year for each month. It's a specialized theme. So this month, November, it's got like a turkey theme. And I know
Oh,
it sounds weird, but the outfit looks better than what it sounds. So go check it out.
Turkey, turkey. So on
pretty
that,
inexpensive to purchase. I mean, each item is going to be 5 points, which means 5 pose. Not that hard. Real easy to plan each month, right?
oh yes, it is. All right, so that's us about out of time, folks. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye. We'll catch you in the next podcast. You got any of you two want to say your goodbyes, final words?
Not this month.
Not this one.
Fairly well, she says.
One day we'll get her to speak more. Alrighty,
We'll have
and
some guest
that's
speakers.
oh yes, and that's it for
Uh,
the Integrability podcast. We'll catch you next time, guys.
Good night.